Okay, hello. This is my second video that I make. It's gonna be orange, as you can tell, maybe, possibly. It's gonna be a story video, and we're gonna start just with a bit of breathing in and out. Okay, breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. There we go. Now I'm gonna start with a little story. It begins with a boy, 14-year-old boy. He's walking in the forest. This is a big and scary forest, but he doesn't care. He's been walking in this forest for as long as he can remember, and he's very comfortable when other people are not. You can see there's a bus outside the window. That's not in the story. This is no one else dares to walk into this forest, only him. So that is why he can be alone there. And he used to go out into this forest with his father to hunt for different animals. But then one day his father, I realized this isn't a very relaxing story. Maybe I should do relaxing stories. I'm just gonna put this out there and see where it goes. I'm thinking right now about restarting, but hey, let's just see how it plays out. Jeez. Anyway, this forest is the only thing that reminds him of his father, and he likes being there, and it's relaxing for him. He can sit in an opening in the woods cabin in the woods canopy. The sun is shining in through the leaves, and it's shining down on him. And one day, when he was sitting relaxing on his spot, he saw a little creature, a small creature that was about the size of his hand. It didn't look like any other animal he has seen. It looked like a little furry ball that had two small legs. It was a furry ball with two small legs. It didn't seem to have any eyes or other few features that would, show that it's an animal, really. It's just a furry ball with legs, orange hue. And he started he noticed this little ball, so he got up from his resting position and he walked over calmly to the ball, carefully, not so that he wouldn't scare it away. And it didn't get scared, so he got a little closer and it didn't seem to notice him. But then all of a sudden he took one step too close and it started running away. It started running into the forest deeper. And the boy followed. He was curious about what this little fellow was doing and what it was. So he followed and he got to a big cave. A cave made of trees. I guess it's not really a cave if it's made of trees, but it looked like a cave. But the walls it was like a big tree. It was a wall of multiple trees that are like stuck together. And it was very curious. He hasn't seen this before, and he has been in this forest many a times, and he got a little concerned about what could be inside this forest house, this forest tree hut. I don't know what to call it. Let's call it a tree. I'm looking for a certain word, I think, but I can't find it. So let's call it a tree home. A tree home for this little creature. He walked inside it. Even though he was scared, he walked inside it and he used his courage. The courage that has been taught to him by his father. And this courage brought him through. He managed to go further and further in with the help of his curiosity, of course. And curiosity is a pretty good thing. And what he found inside was quite magnificent. It was paintings glowing on the walls. They were like cave paintings, but had very symmetrical shapes, and he couldn't really make out what any of it meant or what it was supposed to look like, but maybe some of it was supposed to be creatures, and maybe some of it was supposed to be text, but he couldn't be sure. He went a little further in and he saw the creature again. It was very dark, but he saw the creature and he saw that it had a friend, a slightly bigger ball of fur. This one a little darker color, and he went closer to it again. And then it started running around in circles. Around this boy. His name is Paul, by the way. Paul is the name of the boy. I didn't tell before because it wasn't necessary, and I guess it's not necessary to say his name now, but either. So, well, Paul is his name. And these furry creatures ran around Paul. And he was confused. He wasn't really scared because they were so small and kind of cute, but he doesn't know really because they don't have any eyes or anything, so it's hard to tell if they're cute or just weird little creatures. But they started running around and they made him feel tingly inside. He could feel himself getting more happy, and these creatures seemed to be happy too when they ran around, and he could really feel a power emerging. And he doesn't know what happened next, but he did wake up. Everything went black and he woke up back at his tree with the furry friends just leaving, going back into the forest, leaving him at the place where he began. And after that day, he felt a little better. And that's the end of my story. Now, I haven't really tried improvising stories before like this. And when you're trying to talk at the same time as you think up a story, it's not very easy, but I want to try again, because if I have to write down a story every time, I won't have time for it. So I'm gonna try again to make up a story another time. And if you liked the colors or the lights, then tell me. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna, until I know, I'm gonna use the other lights, like the bright lights, not strong lights, the bright light effect. I'm also gonna try a green one for one video, but yeah. Now I lost what I was talking about. Yeah, I'm gonna try again this video thing, but with it's really hard to make a nice story arc and make the story have a purpose. This story was, I don't even know if I got anywhere with it. I also have a time limit, so yeah, that's the first story anyway. So now we are going to breathe together again to end this video. Okay, breathe in and breathe out, and breathe in and breathe out, and breathe in and breathe out. Well, that's it for this video. Bye.